Let's talk about Concrete Jungle.
Yes, sir.
When did you start working on this album?
It was we started working it mid last year. Yeah, mid last year we started working on it. You know, we just said, hey, it's about time we got an album together, and started hitting the studio. Terra Styles, who's the producer of the band, started pulling out all the beats that he'd been hiding, and just started writing on it. It took us a good
year.
Yeah, good year.
Good year to finish. Yeah, we took our time. We took our time, and yeah, because we were still working and stuff, but it was in a good way to reflect now, looking at about how hard we used to work and the topics that we talked about. When we look at it now, we said, oh my God, this is how you were feeling, you know, 6-7 months ago. And Concrete Jungle, that was one of the things, is we were working really, really hard to try to survive and pay bills and, you know, feed our daughters and sons and all that sort of stuff, and our families, but in the same time, I had to do music, and that's why Concrete Jungle, that song came about. Mohammed came with the hook, you know, that we're always, you know, we're all survivors in this concrete jungle. And then yeah, that's the whole process came about. And it was a beautiful, beautiful process, as in sort of seeing how much we grew from recording first sample in the place, and still having the formulas there, but in the same time just be able to sit down and have that confidence that you're gonna write that lyric, that, you know, but just sit down and just be patient and just trying to connect with the pad. It was a really, really good.
Yeah, it was great that we didn't have any like kind of pressure apart from ourselves to do the whole album, so we got to spend a lot more time in deciding what we want to do with it, like, you know, which tracks we want on there, what's working, how we're going to make them blend, you know, and try to come up with a concept for all of them. So yeah.
It was a good way to make music, really, with no deadlines.
It's organic.
Yeah, no deadlines.
Well, let's talk about some of the songs on the album and how they came about. Let's go firstly.
Let's go.
That's about, you know, like because at the time, like as Marina was saying, I was working 2 jobs, he was working 2 jobs, and we had our, you know, Diafrix that we were trying to take care of. So it was like more or less about, you know, like working for the man, and at the end of the week you just want to let loose.
You know, Friday when you get that feeling, it's like 2 hours left and you just can't stop looking at your watch. Said,
it's going backwards.
And that's how we were feeling basically. So we just came up, or like, you know, and then just said, yes, let's write that. You know, partying during the weekends. But we're not just generation-wise, not just about partying. We work too, and that's why we're trying to, you know, get that. So that's Let's Go. That came about.
In the Place.
In the Place. That was more like we just want people to know who we are, as in, like, you know, Diafrix is introducing ourselves as individuals, and the name. So it was more like a posse track about us bigging ourselves up. You know what I mean?
We're in the place.
You got to do it sometimes.
That's part of hip hop.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, Crazy, that must have a story to it.
Crazy, you're thinking the party track. Crazy was sort of the same, more let loose, you know. That's why we wanted to have a good balance, because that's why hip hop long time used to be. It's a good balance between partying and positive notes, you know, in the same time, and that's what we wanted to, and that's what Crazy was all about.
What about Mama Africa?
See, Mama Africa.
Mama Africa, that's a lot more deeper. It's about, like, for example, within my verse, it's about, you know, like missing my my motherland, as in back home, and my family and everything, and living here, and yeah, I'm just trying to get back there.
Have you been back?
I've been back. I went back when I was 16 years old. Stayed there for a year and a half, and I definitely want to go back, hopefully in the next year.
Yeah. And what about you, as Marino? You've been back?
No, I haven't been back yet. Thinking of going end of this year or next year too, because you need it. Inshallah. You need to go get that sun and just like energize and come back again, you know? You miss it.
Rejuvenate.
Yeah. Get the album released over there.
Get the album released over there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What about Dangerous?
Dangerous. Dangerous is more of a song about kind of personal thing. Growing up, I used to be into a little bit of trouble, and it was just telling a little bit of a story of trying to get myself out of trouble, and yeah, and doing the right thing.
Like you know, when you're a teenager, you got that conflict with the police, basically, and that's what we wanted to talk about. We wanted to talk about that's the conflict with the police and how we were feeling and how we grew out of it, like, you know, and putting our families, like when they come, you know, knock on your door, the police, you know, and things like that. So that's what we're...
And just trying to write it so that, you know, anyone who has been in that situation can kind of relate and leaving it a bit more open.
What about So Upset?
So Upset is...
So Upset, again, see, so that was the beautiful thing. So Upset was, once again, we were sort of growing up, being in a relationship and being a musician. So, you know, to having your girlfriend coming to the show, and you finish the show, and then at the same time you get not only girls, but you get everybody that come, they want to talk to you, and you're sort of like, yes, this and that, and you're trying to level up with everybody and be smiley, but you know, the girlfriend can look at it and just think of something else,
other
and,
things.
and it's just to make them understand. Yes, I'm doing this for a purpose, but don't be upset, you know.
Yeah.
And that was all from him, man. I'm telling you, man.
Well, there's some of the songs on Concrete Jungle and Diafrix, On the Road and In Your Speaker these days, huh?
Yes, we're trying our best, you know. Overtake.
Good to get that record out finally.
Definitely.
Finally, yes.
Guys, thanks for joining us here at
Thanks for having
Undercover.
us, man.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.